Ever wonder why some days you feel unstoppable and others you can't even start? The truth is, motivation is unreliable. It fades, it shifts, and it rarely shows up when you need it most. That's why the most successful people don't rely on motivation. They build systems. In this video, we're breaking down how to create simple, repeatable systems that keep you moving forward, even when you're tired, distracted, or just not feeling it. Before we dive in, make sure to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss practical tools that help you grow, stay consistent, and design a life that works, with or without motivation. Let's get into it right now. 1. Motivation is fleeting. Systems are reliable. Motivation feels great, but it's unreliable. One day you're energized, the next you're drained. If your success depends on how motivated you feel, progress becomes inconsistent. Systems eliminate this variability. Instead of relying on feelings, systems create a structure you follow no matter your emotional state. Think of athletes. They don't wait to feel inspired to train. They follow a plan. A system turns desired actions into defaults. For instance, rather than waiting for motivation to eat healthy, have meals prepped in advance. That's a system. It runs whether you're tired, stressed, or busy. Motivation may get you started, but systems keep you going. If you want long-term results, replace hope with habit. 2. Discipline is built through systems, not force. People often say success requires discipline, but discipline isn't about pushing yourself every single time. It's about reducing the need to push. Systems do exactly that. They lower resistance by pre-deciding actions. When your environment and habits are structured well, decisions feel automatic. You don't need willpower to brush your teeth because you've built the habit. Imagine applying that same systemized thinking to your work or wellness routines. Want to exercise regularly? Create a fixed schedule, lay out your clothes, and have a short routine. Suddenly, it feels easier to follow through. Systems automate discipline by removing the need to choose. 3. Process over outcome. Systems shift the focus. Motivation loves quick wins. It fixates on outcomes, losing weight, getting rich, writing a book. But those results don't happen overnight. Systems, in contrast, focus on the process. They ask, what small actions can I do daily to move forward? Writing 300 words a day is a system. Saving a set percentage of income is a system. Over time, the process delivers the outcome. This shift prevents discouragement. You no longer feel like a failure when results lag, because you're measuring success by consistency, not completion. Process-focused systems build momentum. They foster a growth mindset. You learn from doing, not from dreaming. Best of all, the process can be optimized as you go. 4. Environment, the silent driver of systems. Your environment quietly shapes your behavior. Motivation tells you to resist temptation. Systems remove it altogether. Want to eat better? Don't stock junk food. Want to reduce screen time? Delete distracting apps. Systems often begin with designing your space to make the right choice the default. Rearranging your physical and digital environment reduces friction, making success easier and failure harder. A messy desk may sabotage productivity more than you realize. A well-set morning routine may outperform the best to-do list. Design matters. When you don't rely on willpower to fight your surroundings, your energy is preserved for execution. 5. Small, consistent actions beat sudden effort. Motivation often drives intense, short-lived effort, like working out every day for a week, then quitting. Systems rely on steady, manageable actions you can repeat consistently. Writing 1 page a day doesn't seem like much, until it becomes a finished book. Going to the gym 3 times a week builds more muscle over time than a single 3-hour session. Systems are rooted in sustainability. They prioritize progress over perfection and allow for off days without losing momentum. The compound effect of consistent effort leads to exponential growth. You won't see dramatic change overnight, but over months, the results are undeniable. 6. Habits are just systems on autopilot. Habits are the engine behind great systems. When something becomes habitual, it requires less energy, thought, or resistance. You no longer debate if you'll do it, you just do. The goal of a system is to build that level of automation. Whether it's journaling, exercising, or managing finances, repetition makes the behavior stick. Creating cues, routines, and rewards helps reinforce the system. For example, waking up and immediately stretching for 5 minutes becomes automatic if paired with brushing your teeth. Over time, your brain starts to expect it. 7. Tracking turns systems into feedback loops. A system is only as effective as its feedback. That's where tracking comes in. When you track your behaviors, whether it's hours studied, workouts completed, or money saved, you generate awareness. This data shows patterns, highlights what's working, and exposes what's not. Without tracking, you're flying blind. With it, you can iterate and improve. Tracking doesn't need to be complex. A simple habit tracker, spreadsheet, or notebook works. It creates accountability, not pressure. It also keeps you engaged, seeing progress, even in small increments, boosts confidence, and builds momentum. 8. Remove decision fatigue with pre-made plans. Every decision costs energy. When you rely on motivation, you constantly ask, "Should I do this now?" That daily negotiation drains willpower. Systems remove this friction by pre-deciding what happens and when. Morning routines, weekly meal plans, scheduled workouts. These reduce the need to think, plan, or argue with yourself. You just follow the system. This lowers resistance and preserves mental energy for high-value tasks. Decision fatigue is real. Even small choices add up. 9. Systems are resilient. Motivation is not life will test you. Busy schedules, bad days, unexpected setbacks. In those moments, motivation disappears. But systems are built for resilience. They create fallback routines and minimum standards. Even if you can't do everything, you can do something. Can't run 5 miles? Walk for 10 minutes. That's the system in action. Adaptive, flexible, but still moving forward. Systems also create safety nets. Weekly reviews, reset days, or simplified versions of your full routine. They prevent total derailment. Instead of starting over, you adjust and continue. Motivation crumbles under pressure. Systems absorb it. 10. Build systems, and systems build you. In the end, systems shape identity. The person who writes daily becomes a writer. The one who trains regularly becomes an athlete. Your actions, repeated over time, become your identity. Systems are the foundation of this transformation. They align your habits with your values and goals. You don't just act successful, you become it. The myth of motivation says success depends on how badly you want it. The truth? It depends on how well you built your system. Systems reduce emotional volatility and increase behavioral consistency. They are the invisible framework behind lasting achievement. All right, that's a wrap on why systems beat motivation every single time. Take a deep breath, look at your current routines, and remember, you don't need to feel inspired to make progress. You just need a process that works on autopilot. If this gave you a new perspective on how to stay consistent, give it a thumbs up and drop one system you're building or plan to build in the comments below. And if you're here for more honest, practical strategies to help you grow with clarity and purpose, don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss what's next. Catch you in the next one.